Good morning. How are you today? If you're catching this live, today is the full moon. And I thought I'd just hop on and talk a little bit about full moon rituals and like using the full moon energy. I was actually going to talk about decluttering your home, but I realized it was the full moon, so we're going to talk about that. First, let me just pull a card. I'm going to pull a card from the Moonology deck today. If you catch this on the replay, obviously it may not be the full moon when you're actually watching this, but the thing about the full moon is there is really an energy behind it. You know, everything is energy. The full moon is a really great time to release what no longer serves, like what's no longer serving your highest and greatest good. So I don't always do a ritual on the full moon, but I often do. I like to pull maybe some cards for myself, and I usually will sit down and think about what is going on in my life right now that no longer serves my highest and greatest good. What am I looking to release? And I would be, hey, how are you? I'm intrigued to know, like, do you have a full moon ritual? Do you have one? Today, again, if you're catching this live, 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we are doing a full moon meditation circle inside my community. So it's not too late. You can hop on in. So just click on in the community and in the events page, and we have a Zoom link. If you catch this at a later date, I try to do these every month if I'm able to, but it doesn't always happen. But we do always have some sort of get together throughout the month. Oh, so today we pulled a fiery climax approaches, full moon in Aries. So let's see what that says. Full moon in Aries. It's time to see if you've been a little bit too much me. There's a tug of war going on between what you want and what someone else wants. But you'll have to wait a little while to see what's going to happen next. As you wait, ask yourself if you've been handling the situation as sensitively as you could have done. If you know deep down that you've been a little rash or harsh, gone too fast or overstepped the mark, then accept that on some level you've created the situation yourself, which means you can create your way out of it too. When this card comes up, a peak is coming and it could be fiery. It says, be nice, be kind, smile, and be polite as you navigate to where you want to be. Additional meanings for this card could be being assertive is good. Just don't ride roughshod over anyone. If you're in a tense situation, meditate your way to peace. Don't be a baby. Sorry, but this could be an issue. You need to have more fun. Now that one is jumping out at me. You need to have more fun. The teaching behind this is the full moon in Aries is a super fiery time when emotions can run very high. On the upside, there's excitement about what may lie ahead, but tempers are likely to flare with rash comments or decisions. No matter when you pull this card, it signals that the situation has just or is about to come to a peak, perhaps it in a rather heated way. There could be a price to pay if you've been too competitive or too blunt. So interesting. Um, Two things for me particularly are coming out on this card. If you're in a tense situation, meditate your way to peace. And this comes up for, I've been talking about meditation a lot. Meditation helps in really any situation, in my opinion. When you're feeling really tense, whether it's with someone else or with yourself or whatever's going on in your life, meditation can truly, truly get that peace for you, the calm, the centeredness, because you're going inward and you're connecting with yourself and with your higher self, with God, the universe, all the things around you. Um, and then the other thing that jumps out for me particularly is you need to have more fun. um, I feel like so many of us, hey Angela, good morning. I think so many of us, we're so serious, right? We have all the responsibilities, we have all the things that, we have to do. Um, as a mom, as an adult, as just a human being. And I feel like we do lose that fun a lot of times. We get too caught up in the seriousness of life. So for me, those two things um, really stand out to me. So today, what I'm actually doing for this full moon, and I would encourage you to think about what will work for you, is I'm deep cleaning my house. So what I have noticed recently is that I just feel my mind feels super cluttered. And I've had a lot going on, personally with, some things for me and the kids and just life and busy. And one day I just looked up and went, ah, the house the house could use a really good clean. So I encourage you, if you ever feel like you're really cluttered or weighed down, look around at your environment. Is there a bunch of things that maybe, like, is there a bunch of clutter? Piles of papers and things like that? Or is there a bunch of stuff around that maybe is stale or stagnant that hasn't moved in a long time that you don't use? Like, is there a ton of stuff in your basement, or is there like for me, I have all these books and I haven't used them in a while. So I'm gonna just kind of move some stuff around, look at them and clean out things that I'm not using. And then just ultimately do like a deep clean. And then after I clean the house, I actually go around and sage. I try to do the sage at least once a month. Um, if not more often. And then I Palo Santo more often. Um, it's called smudging, basically. And it's just cleaning out like the toxic air and um, the any energy that no longer serves you. It's kind of cleaning out that energy. And if your home is still cluttered when you do it, it's not necessarily going to get it as deep as as we'd like, right? So I just noticed that I was having like a really cluttered mind. Hey, Yesley, how are you? Um, I was feeling just a bit cluttered and weighed down, and I looked over and I went, well, there's piles of stuff over there. There's a few piles over there, and I haven't done like a deep clean in a while. So I'm really feeling the pull to do a nice deep clean on my home today, sage and kind of cleanse that. And I will then like meditate. I will Reiki my house. Um, and one other thing that I will be doing today myself is just journaling and writing down the things that no longer serve my highest and greatest good, things that are cluttering up my life that I'm looking to release. And then I will probably burn that. Um, I love the feeling after a good cleaning cleansing. Yes, Lee, so do I. And I'm just feeling like that pull to do that. It's time to do a nice clean. So hence I'm in my my cleaning stuff. So, I encourage you to just think about, and really, you don't have to do the same thing every month. Um, you know, Follow your intuition and like where you're being guided as to what will work for you. But the full moon is a really, really great time to release things. So, hey, how are you? So it's a great time to really release things. And um, what was I gonna say? It's also a time like other things that you could do if you haven't. I love my incense. It says to spot clean too. Yes, absolutely. Um, Other things that you can do around the full moon are like cleanse your crystals. If you're a crystal lover and you have crystals, you can um, and you can cleanse them and then put them out under the full moon to gain the full moon to kind of like charge them up basically with the full moon energy. You can charge up water and make some moon water. I will do that often and then use that in my diffuser with my with my oils, or you can then drink it. Um, Again, like journaling is really great, maybe pulling some cards, doing some sort of healing, writing, journaling, meditating and sitting with that in the full moon. And if it's nice out and you're able to see the full moon, it's really great to get outside and just like observe. But I'd love to hear if you have any specific full moon rituals that you enjoy doing, because I'm always looking for fun stuff. But like self care, think about self care, think about releasing things that no longer serve you, think about getting charged up with the full moon energy. So, if you're able to join me today for the full moon circle at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, hop on in the community and go right over to the events page. Oh, moon water, that's new for you. Yeah, like that was something that, someone um, shared with me years ago. And, again, I don't always do it. It's not something I do all the time, but when I'm like kind of just feeling the pull or the urge to do it, I will put some water out and charge that with the full moon. And then, like I said, I'll use it with energy. It's all about the intentions that you're putting out there and stuff. So I love it. I think it's really fun. And really ultimately have fun. Have fun with it. Connect with the energy. Like I, obviously use Reiki and I meditate and things like that. So, um, follow your intuition. Think about what, you know, no longer serves you and do something to release it. I mean, I have friends that will sit and do like a nice long bath on the full moon. Um, you know, Maybe some Epsom salt and just really relax and take care of yourself. So do something for you today. And if you're able to join me at 1 p.m., I will hopefully have the house clean by then. We'll see. I might still look like this, but that's okay. Um, I'd love to have you. And I hope you have a truly amazing day. Enjoy this full moon. Happy, what's today? Wednesday. Um, if you catch this at a later date, these rituals and these things are really fun to do on a full moon, but you literally can do these any day, anytime. Get out, release the things that no longer serve you, clear the clutter, cleanse your space. Um, because when you have a space, if you go to sit down and do something, but your space is kind of a mess and cluttered, you know, there's an energy behind it all. So there's an energy behind having a cluttered space, and it will affect you. They always say like what cluttered mind, cluttered home, cluttered mind. I think that's what they say. It's a real thing. So have an amazing day, and I will talk to you soon.